The goal is to improve each time they take the floor, emphasizing communication and effort. Rockets, Warriors is up next. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moses Moody out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the center position. And for the Rockets, Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Alperon Şengün out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
Now here's Thompson. The 3 ball. Unable to get that one. Back to Butler. With the teardrop. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. And no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed, is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball handling, his passing, it's what makes him an all-time great. It's always a pleasure to watch Steph Curry, and we get another chance to tonight. Guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün, and the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Şengün, the screen to the middle. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Green, and here's Butler outside, and that comes off the assist by Green. Butler's got 6 points.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
Back to Van Vliet. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, Green with a block. And he gets it back.
Making his presence felt on defense. Curry with the rejection.
Butler finds Curry. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside for Brooks. Van Vliet outside. Butler against Green. From downtown, Podziemski grabs the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Back to Moody. Fires the 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
On the court is your high squad. Three teachers are incoming. Who wants more? You gotta get loud.
Rockets trail by 6. Here's Thompson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
That's on Jimmy Butler.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw's good from Thompson. Both free throws good from Thompson. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time great.
A few. Nice work from the in-between area. Curry has no problem taking this shot when it's available.
Thompson goes in. The kick out to Van Vliet. They get it back. And at last, they get one to fall. Şengün's gotten his second bucket.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And here's Curry for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trail by 4. Pass to Van Vliet. Shoots over Curry. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Van Vliet's got 5 points.
And clearly from mid-range, Van Vliet seems pretty comfortable. As long as he likes the angle, that's a shot he can make.
Curry surveys. Three-pointer. That won't go either for Curry.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Van Vliet. And that comes off the assist by Green. He's got 7.
The dime-dropping ability of Green. I love it when he looks for his teammates and gets them involved.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
No good on that one. Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
And the Rockets making a change here. Smith's checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Hields checked in for Curry.
And that's surprising. He's usually automatic at the free throw line.
Green in the post, working on Thompson. And Butler the bucket on the assist from Green. Butler's got 8 points.
wanting it more. Butler beating good defense. Jimmy's such a fiery guy.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to review the game plan.
It's time for the next plan. If you see yourself on the big screen, if you know what to do, show us your moves. Look at those moves. No. Let's see what you got. Let's hear it for all the dancers.
Thompson against Butler. And it's time.
Powerful.
Yes!
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh,
Outside heel. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Butler. Shot clock at 5. Nice D from Thompson.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Now here's Pajemski. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Butler. Takes the 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. The kick out to Van Vliet. Smith outside. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Now it's a 5-point Houston lead.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Here's Butler. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
And how about Brandon Pajemski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, BA, that's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
BA, Fred Van Vliet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it, and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. Now here's Smith. 5 points in the game. Van Vliet. Pajemski grabs the board. Pajemski's got his 4th rebound in this one. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Butler. Outside Pajemski. Butler, a screen on Van Vliet. Back to Butler. From deep 3-point range, the long-distance 3 is buried. Butler's got 11.
Guys, just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
So, at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Rockets on top, up 2. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Golden State has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. So on the floor for Golden State, Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis, and it's Payton in at the small forward position. Now here's Curry. Hammers the lob through.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. A nice shot by Smith. 7 points in the game.
And this is why Jabari Smith went early in the draft. His ability to find shots and, of course, make them too.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
For the Warriors, Stephen Curry, shooting 1.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
Holiday from long range. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Over Holiday. Again, the Warriors score.
And when Curry is shooting while in rhythm, he is lights out. Nothing you can do to stop him.
Şengün, a screen on Hield. Down low. And there's Şengün on the assist by Whitmore. Şengün's got 6 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
The Rockets have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Holiday against Curry. Smith misses the baby hook. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Inside. And here's Hield. Still without a bucket. Pass to Curry. To the paint. Şengün with a steal. Back comes Houston in transition. Holiday against Curry. Holiday passes to Eason. Şengün, a screen on Payton. Here's Eason. Money on the 19-footer. And the Rockets lead by 1. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Shoots over Şengün. Jackson-Davis misses.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Now Whitmore. Şengün, a screen on Hield. And that one's good. Whitmore.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Back to Jackson-Davis. Pass to Payton. Outside Hield to snap the cold streak. Drills it from deep. Hield's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Love the response there from Hield, matching threes.
And it's Whitmore missing. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Back to Hield. Pass to Jackson-Davis. And here's Hield to the inside. Oh, yes! Whoa. Throw it down! Oh! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Pass to Hield. Here's Curry. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Whitmore. And the foul on Jabari Smith. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And Houston will go for a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Eason. Jalen Green, he's checked in for Whitmore. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Holiday. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Hield. Now here's Van Vliet. He has 7. Green finds Brooks. They double him with Curry. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Well, when you look at the forwards in this league,
there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Parker.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Knocks down the long J.
Unselfish offense leads to Butler getting something in rhythm.
Here's Green. Green bustling his way in.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Inside, tipped. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
He had the right idea.
A stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Now here's Pajemski. No made baskets yet.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors.
Oh, my
goodness. How about that?
No surprise, it's Green who gets it all started, using those defensive instincts to find the steal.
Pass to Thompson. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Now here's Pajemski, guarded by Van Vliet. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession. Eason's checked in for Smith.
For your Rockets, number 17,
Pass to Pajemski. Butler against Thompson. Clock at 6. Here's Green. Thompson pulls it in. Rockets trail by 6. Right side Easton. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. On the wing, Payton. Brooks defending. Pass to Green. Outside Pajemski. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
Nice timing on the pass from Green, finding the open guy with ease.
Knocks it down from distance. Van Vliet's got 10.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Butler goes for it inside.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
Pass to Green. Tries a 10-footer, and the Rockets tack on 2 more.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Butler passes to Green. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Warriors lead by 8. Brooks outside. Back to Van Vliet. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
And that kind of contact isn't going to stop Van Vliet, showing some muscle finishing on the defense.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors.
first team foul. At the line for your Rockets,
Van Vliet, no good on the free throw.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Moody from outside. That shot off. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Warriors on top, up by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. Thinking about the shot. There's our next stop. Give it up for the participant.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Alperon Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Houston.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
Houston shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight.
Personal. First team foul. At the line for your Rockets, Thompson. At the line, shooting 1.
That free throw is good from Thompson. The Warriors leading. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. And Houston has possession. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Van Vliet misses. Van Vliet against Butler. Curry passes to Butler. Outside Moody. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Green. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Podziemski. Outside Moody. Pass to Green. Outside Curry. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Since being drafted in 2021, Alperon Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
The kick out to Van Vliet. Just 5 to shoot. Double team on Van Vliet. Here's Brooks. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors lead by 3. Outside Butler. Thompson with a steal. Here's Van Vliet. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Van Vliet's got 14.
And when Van Vliet kicks it up a notch, get out of his way. Keep letting him do his thing.
Outside Curry. From deep. Curry splashes it in.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
Lets a floater go. And it's blocked by Butler.
An outstanding defender. Butler uses his size and length well to swat shots.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Thompson. It's rebounded by Golden State. Butler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oh, got a piece of it. Şengün with a steal. Curry's shot is off.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
And this is what Van Vliet is known for, a volume three-point gunner who shoots it well.
Now here's Moody. Back to Curry. Launches a 3. And Curry with the answer 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Curry gets the bucket.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Houston making a change here. Eason's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Payton's checked in for Moody. And Houston has possession. Double team on Van Vliet. Back to Eason. Şengün, a screen on Butler. Clock at 4. Thompson. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
This is the high-impact D we expect from Green, an intelligent defender who can find these blocks.
Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Golden State. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
They get the rebound. Shot's good by Thompson.
You know, we talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Now here's Van Vliet. 19 points in the game. Screen by Eason. Green in the post. Defended by Pajemski. Here's Payton. There's the block. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Şengün, the screen. And here's Green from the arc. Rebounded by Butler. The Warriors lead by 5. Pass to Curry. And here's Pajemski. Green covering. Here's Butler. From the arc. And again, no good by Golden State.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
And they need to use that momentum, find their way back via fast break points.
Houston shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. So for the Rockets, Smith, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün, and Whitmore subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
Thompson, one shot.
Here's Hield. Pass to Jackson Davis. Now here's Butler. Here's Payton. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Payton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Just how you draw it up. That's a look they'll take every time.
Butler up top, defended by Thompson. Butler against Thompson. Here's Hield. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Hield's got 5 points.
Tremendous shooter. Hield can hit from anywhere.
Smith with a screen on Hield. Green, money from deep.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Down low. Here's Butler. Over Thompson. The shot by Butler, no good.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Payton. Hield, screen on Eason. Here's Payton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Payton's got his second basket of the game. Houston has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Hield against Green. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 9 points in the game.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Jackson Davis in at the 5.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Throw it down on the lob.
An absolute superb facilitator because Curry is such a lights-out shooter, it opens up passing lanes for him.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Whitmore, guarded by Hield. Here's Şengün. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Warriors leading. Payton passes to Curry. Over Holiday. The putback. It's not going to go for him. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Şengün, a screen on Curry. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Rockets, Aaron Holiday. 2 shots.
That's good from Holiday. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Kuminga. Outside Curry. Looney, the screen. To the paint. Oh, look at Looney at the rim.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Pass to Whitmore. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Payton against Eason. The kick out. Curry. Over Holiday. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Curry's got 15 points here in the second half.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Rockets. And Golden State also making a switch. Pajemski's checked in. Now here's VanVleet. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Stephen Curry.
Just an active scorer. Defenses know when VanVleet is looking to capitalize, forcing them to compromise sometimes.
VanVleet taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. You know, it's hard to understate the value VanVleet brings to this team, Richard.
When you look back at Toronto's championship in 2019, he made some huge plays. When the moment got big, he came through and came out on top.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Outside heel. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Pass to Kuminga. Inside. Stolen by VanVleet. Here's Whitmore. Good. And VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got 4 assists in the game. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Now here's Pajemski. Pass to Looney. Outside Curry. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
How do you stop Curry? Well, in a short answer, you can't.
Şengün with it. VanVleet scanning the floor. 4-3. The Warriors pull it in. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now. Back to Curry. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Şengün.
This just demonstrates how fearless Curry is. Look, he knows how to get inside and draw plenty of fouls.
Curry.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Curry. Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Jalen Green comes in for Whitmore.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Şengün, a screen on Curry to the middle. And there's Şengün on the assist from Van Vliet.
When you watch Van Vliet, he's in total control of the offense.
Outside Podziemski. Outside Butler. Green with a screen on Thompson. 13 feet out. Eason pulls it in.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And it's Green missing. The Warriors lead by 3. Pass to Curry. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Shoots a fadeaway. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
I know it's not in vogue right now, but for guys like Green, there are points to be had in that mid-range.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Dylan Brooks checked in for Eason. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Podziemski. To the inside. Here's Curry. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Green, the pass to Van Vliet. And that comes off the assist by Green. Van Vliet's got 10 points here in the second half.
I mean, you have to love the intensity Van Vliet plays with in these situations. He's always ready to meet a challenge.
Curry, no good. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. Green for 3. And the three-pointer goes. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Love the confidence from Green, showing he's got poise, taking and making big shots.
Back to Curry. Curry creates inside.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Here's Brooks, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And this team is counting on Brooks in big-time moments. And guess what? Dylan delivers.
Here's Curry. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Take break. Take break. Take 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so Curry nails both of them.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Van Vliet drives. Warriors with the rebound. Down low. Here's Butler. Ooh, good work on the interior from Butler.
This is Jimmy Buckets at his best, rising to a challenge and delivering for his team.
Van Vliet, pass to Brooks. On the wing, Green, defended by Pajemski. 4 on the clock. Late clock, Houston's got to hurry. The 17-footer, and Brooks with a basket on the assist from Green.
Such a reliable mid-range shooter. Brooks doesn't hesitate when he sees an opportunity to rise up from there.
Pass to Pajemski. Inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Şengün.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he drops them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Certainly some pressure on those free throws, but he still delivered.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Pass to Green. Back to Van Vliet. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And the defense is all over Van Vliet inside. But he sticks with it and wins a trip to the line for his efforts.
Line for 2. Fred Van Vliet.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Şengün with a steal.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Pretty much they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
All right, fans. It's X-Fan time. Get ready to dance. Everybody's watching.
Van Vliet against Curry. There's 10 seconds left to play in the fourth. Green with a screen on Van Vliet. The three from Curry. Oh my! What a shot! And Ime Udoka has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
And a three would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
Here's Van Vliet. And so it's the Warriors who come out on top here. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jimmy, a hard-fought win. Talk about the mentality of this team.
Never giving up on any play, man, and playing through the end. That's who we are, man. I'll take this one. I like this win.
We'll take it. Thanks, Jimmy.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Stephen Curry.